Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am back again with another video, and this one I am going to be sharing with you guys how I draw my eyebrow. Very easy and is beginner friendly. So if you want to know my technique, how I draw my brows, then you keep on watching. So all you will be needing is a pencil, a brow pencil, eyebrow tamer, a spoolie, a flat brush, a fluffy brush, two shades of concealer, and a powder. So here I'm using the powder now on the brows just to make the area matte, not oily. After that, I grab my tamer and a spoolie. So what you need to do is tame the hairs upward, wiggle a little bit, wiggle like this, then brush upward, brush upward. Do not take too much of the tamer, just go with light hand. If you need more, you can go back and apply more. For this step, you just have to take your time so that you won't miss any strand. Okay, so after applying the tamer, do this like I normally use the back of the spoolie to press it down, like you just saw me did now. You press the hair down like this after you tame it. So that's it. So I'm going to be using Davy's pencil in this video. Davy's pencil. You can use any other pencil of your choice, but I like this. Make sure your pencil is sharp like this. Very sharp. Okay. So for my guideline, I normally go by the nose. Like I use the nose side as my guide. So that's my starting point, the brow bone, and where I end my brows. So that's it. So the first thing I am doing here, after you know where to start coming down, which is your brow bone, and where to end, you start outlining, you start mapping out your brow. So what I normally do is I go below the brow line. I'll explain more as we go. So after mapping out the bottom part, I go above and do the same thing, also connecting it to the first line I just drew now. So for the top part, I line the exact place where the hair stops, but the bottom I usually go below. Like I said, I'm going to show you the reason. I'm going to tell you guys the reason why I do that. So now I'm giving the front part stroke, like a hair like stroke, rather a hair like stroke. Please, if you're doing this, make sure your pencil is really sharp so you can get that clean stroke. So here I'm trying to fill in the brow, and after that I went back to using the spoolie to brush out the excess and also um, put the hairs in place. So I'm going to do the same thing here, and if you notice, the eyebrows are not the same, like they don't look um same. So eyebrows are sisters, they are not twins. Even twins, sometimes they have something that you use to identify them. So yeah. So after you outline, you fill in and draw a hair-like stroke in front with a light hand. You know we're not supposed to use color 3, but I do like to use color 3 because it comes out nice. But what I'm doing here, I'm using a very light hand to do that so that the brows will not be too dark. So if you cannot handle color 3, you on a light skin, you can use color 18. Okay, so after drawing, filling, and drawing the hair like strokes in front, you brush properly like I'm doing. Brush it very well so you can take out the excess on the brows and also put a head in place. And this is what we came up with after all that. You can go back and touch any area you feel needs a touch before you start cleaning your brow. So these are the concealers that I will be using, and you need a very flat brush. And before you start using the brush, make sure you use a wipe to clean it and make sure it is flat like so. So you can use any flat brush, but this one is from Vika Bell, and the concealer that I just show you guys now, one is from Huda Beauty and the other one is from V Beauty. You can use any concealer of your choice. So when I'm cleaning my brows, I start from the brow bone sometimes. So the reason I underline the brow earlier on is because of the concealing process, because sometimes I go overboard, cleaning my brows. So I don't want to end up chopping the whole brows so that I will end up with the client's exact brows, if that makes sense. I mix those concealers shades to clean the tail of the brow. I also use that mixture to clean the up of the brow. The only part I use a light concealer is the brow bone. So I'm going to do the same thing I did on this brow on the other brow so I can explain more to you how I use my concealer. So here I am trying to take out the excess concealer, as you can see, then pushing it in. I didn't use any concealer um on the front part of the eyebrow, if that makes sense. I did not use any concealer, so I'm taking the excess and pushing it to the front part. Here I'm cleaning the upper part, which is not really necessary because my drawing was clean, but for the purpose of this video I just went ahead to just clean the upper part and also use a fluffy brush to blend out the concealer. Make sure the concealer that you're using is her exact shade so it can blend into her skin. So let's clean the other eyebrow. So I'm taking my flat brush, obviously, and a concealer that is a shade lighter than her. And I'm starting from my brow bone. The concealer shouldn't be too much. So when you are cleaning the eyebrow with a concealer, make sure you drag the concealer down with a flat brush. Like so. Drag the concealer down with a flat brush. When you're using the fluffy brush to blend the concealer, you don't have to go all the way down. Sorry, you don't have to go too close to the eyebrow. If you do that, you're going to ruin the eyebrow. So this is what I'm doing here. You drag down the concealer with a flat brush and use the small fluffy brush to blend that concealer. So for the upper part, I mixed the two concealer. The darker one was much and a tiny bit of the light one just to have to get her exact concealer shade to clean the top of the brow. That's the same mixture I used to clean the tail of the brow. So this is how I basically do my brows, and I'm glad I finally show you guys my trick. Guys, I feel I did not explain this, well, but I just pray you learn a thing or two from this video because I tried so much to film this for you guys. So I went ahead to set the brows with a setting powder and I was done with it. Thank you guys for watching, and if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do so because I'm about to drop this video. So if you want to be up to date, make sure you are subscribed. See you guys in my next video. Bye.